Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the build. This video we're going to go ahead and wrap up the back section of the above the bed area, put some lights in, put the ceiling in, and then we'll start working on the pull out for underneath the bed. So my videos lately have been kind of all over the place. As I start to build something, I realize I hit a snag, and then I have to actually do another project before I can continue on with this, like run extra wires or something that I realize I missed. So I've been trying to keep my videos on the same topic, but sometimes I'm kind of all over the place. So today is probably no different. I got a few things I got to do, but I have to kind of jump around to figure things out. Okay, right here, the first ceiling tongue and groove that's going up, and this area right here will remain open, and that's going to be a cabinet. It'll be just a storage. It'll be his and hers for me and my wife's clothes. Right here hanging down will be a book nook that she wants. I'm sorry, this area will be a book nook that she wants, and this will be open. So we'll, as you guys can see, the wall there, this is going to kind of be a dead space. Maybe, extra. The seat of the platform, or the seat of the couch will be the front portion there. That'll just be used for storage, blankets, pillows, something extra. Soft type of items. I don't want anything hard near my electronics there and bang something up. But anyway, that should just, the space from right here, my Renogy controller on up, that's probably about a foot down, and then we'll come all the way back with it. So it'll give me that's probably about 30 inches. I think I cut this board, so about a foot by 30 inches. That's plenty. 15-inch each for the space we'll have. Plenty for a weekend's worth of clothes, maybe a spare towel, and just a couple personal items. It's really going to be enough space. And then, of course, this garage. This is literally like, I don't know, 3 feet high at least. It's really, I wanted it to be as high as I could to have, we have quite a bit of camping bins and large boxes and things, and maybe someday if we want to get foldable electronic bicycles, the little mini ones, if you guys know what I'm talking about, they have like 12-inch wheels on them, and they fold and they just store, even that, maybe future project. A couple of bikes we can throw in here, extra things, ice chest. And all the way through here, there's going to be a door that will access the garage area that will go out. So if we have like fishing poles or long items, we can stick them in there as well. So, and then all this right here will be my water system, and I may even build a shelf up like this, a box kind of goes back under here that can be used to store other things as well. So this will be the last thing I do, is just design the garage of all the compartments. But anyway, it's coming on. We'll let the glue dry, all the adhesive up there. So there's no nails. It's these small 1-inch wood strips that I put right there on each one. It's literally super glued and wood glued to it. So there's no nails anywhere. The whole roof is just glued on. And I can tell you that, well, I'm using a special type of super glue. It's like a 1-ton hold. It's a little stronger than regular super glue, even though I'm just calling it that. But and I also put some of my Gorilla industrial adhesive as well. So if one glue were to fail, the other one should hold. So there's a multiple different parts of it. I have different types of glue, and all of them are the same. So that way, I was just worried about maybe summertime heat, maybe some type of frame flex or heat expansion of the metal, or some weird phenomenon that could make the body have a pressure system or move and then cause the wood to just break off. or come unstuck. But so anyway, I went with 3 different types of glue and adhesives to ensure that I believe you know, it's just gonna work. I've driven it already for a few weeks with maybe 4 of the kitchen ceiling slats on, and they never fell down, didn't make any noise, nothing's loose, so I'm pretty confident that everything else will just maintain, and we'll just keep on rolling with it. And again, it's just glued on. It's no big deal. If something falls down, then I'll just I can brad nail it, or you know, secure it better if I had to. So we'll get to that point if we ever have a problem like that, but I don't think we will. And another thing, these boards are extremely light and just lightweight. I mean, they're just ounces each. So and I'm using like 2-ton glue to hold them, so I don't think we're gonna have an issue of something falling down. So getting ready to add another light here in the ceiling in the bedroom. Got the hole drilled. We have some puck lights. Down to my last 2. So these are really, I'm really glad I went with this design. They're just super simple. We're going to go ahead, I already got it pre-wired, so we'll go ahead and add it up here. Get this all glued in. So, I'll show you guys here, if anyone hasn't seen this before. These little spring-loaded arms right here, they just literally spring open. The thing just pops in, and they're actually really strong. For the light just weighing maybe an ounce or so, these things probably can handle maybe even a ½ pound. They're that strong, so it's just rock solid in there. It's not going to move around. There's no vibration and nothing. It just fits nice and tight. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just see what this looks like right now. Don't want to mess up what I've already done. So of course that will be wired up. Yep, that's it. Just gonna hang out. We'll go ahead, I'll mark where it needs to be glued at and all that, but alright, got the second light up there going on. I need to tap this in actually. This end's a little bit of a gap right there. Just tap there. Nice and tight. All the lines are just really I just like the way this wood lines up with itself. It's just, everything is nice and right on the money. So just 4 more, can't wait. Got a couple more things, some tape right here, got a couple gaps in the insulation, so I'll fix that. I gotta stain the other board, so there's nothing I can do right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the lights off, save some power, and go up and paint those. And while that's drying, I'll just move on to something else for a minute. Checking out the bed slide here for the feet area. Came out pretty good. It's just 2 sections of wood. I just framed it all in. You can see that under there. Just all framed in, and it's on some 500-pound slides, super heavy duty slides, and yeah, it just fits nice. So it locks in halfway. So this is going to be our actual dining table. I had another design in my mind, but this actually is looking to be a better option. It's wide enough to sit 2 people side by side, and that's a really nice table area. So put the camera down for a second here. So I just gotta release it, and then it goes in all the way. And I can push it all the way in. That's it. So it fits nice and flush. This is going to be a wall right here under it that's just going to go across. Probably, I'm undecided, but I think I'm going to build a bench right here that will come down, backrest, come out, and then that'll be some under extra storage as well. Because there's a lot of dead space under here that we can use when the bed is slid all the way out. And then this right here will be a little area of storage. Got a light switch there, and this will be a USB switch. So this is it all the way out. It's a full 6 feet, 6'1", something like that. So we're gonna build our own, like a futon mattress, and you know, of course this will have to be raised up right here a little bit thicker here on this part that will match the rest of it, so when we're lying on it you don't feel this bump dropping down. So it'll have to be a little thicker here, and it will just basically float on top, and at some point it'll just have a storage, you know, we'll be able to take it off, and then it might just hang out over here on this side, since we're not actually, nobody's gonna sit here, you know, and there's nowhere to sit really, you know, once it's in the up position. So it's perfect for maybe pillows and stuff can go in this area and just off to the side. And then I'll paint this up. I'll have some epoxy on it and make it nice to be an actual table surface, tabletop as well. But so we got to go to the store here in a minute and try to look for some material and see what we can come up with for that. That shouldn't be hard to do. We can buy futons already just ready to go, so we don't have to really make something. But one thing is a must for me is I want it to be comfortable and soft and thick enough to where I don't feel anything like this stuff, and you know, I just want it to feel like a nice comfortable bed, not like a camping mat, you know, that's kind of hard but it's just enough to pull you through for the night. I don't want that. I want something that's going to be comfortable. So that's what we're going to aim for. We can see the gap under there. It's just barely fits. So, but I'm pleased on how strong this is. It's higher than I wanted it to be, the bed area, but you can see the walls of the van there. There's nothing there. It's just, that's the actual outer wall of the sheet metal for the exterior wall. So there's no support. So right here under the window, this is a thick beam that's like double or triple layered of metal and all welded, and that's where I had to use that as my main support for the whole structure here, for the framework. And then I got a couple of these vertical posts holding it up. The hinge of the slide of the bed's actually like, they're probably 25 pounds a piece. They're really heavy. And you know, once it's already all the way out, it's a lot more stress being put on it. So, but that's where we are today. Ceiling came out very nice. It's all nice and dried. The glue is really set up now. It's rock solid, so I'm happy with that. The weather hasn't been the best. It's been really humid some days and then kind of cold some days, and it's not good weather for glue applications right now. But anyway, so far so good. We're gonna take a cruise out to the store here and get some more supplies. I gotta get some wood for the side here, wall, and then the other side for the electric. But, and then one bonus, once we have the bed slid all the way out, well, before we slide it out, we can raise this up, then slide it out, and then now we have a little coffee table for lying in bed. So it's kind of nice. I didn't think about that initially, That's just something that I figured out after it was built, but that's good. Like I mentioned earlier, when you design something and you just take action and do it, new ideas and new designs will come to mind always. So you know, you have to just get in there and get into it and just see where it goes. All right, we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys a final piece of the bed build here, and then we'll wrap this video up. Let me get situated here. So I just made this part right here. It's a piece of a guard railing, like a balcony railing, and I just went ahead and put some screws through it, drilled some holes, and by doubling it up, it sort of makes it doesn't want to rock back and forth. And then I have a screw coming through the actuator, and it's got a lock nut on the back there, so that is nice and tight. And this is just free floating for right now. All right, so we'll go ahead and raise it up. Push right up. So as it's coming up, the push arm will swing forward. That's why my cutout is so big moving forward. It moves away, it's clearing. It comes up. You can see up here in my hinge. And that's it. It'll just automatically stop in that position. So everything is really tight. This is screwed in the wood block and super glued, so it's not going to go anywhere, but it is rock solid. I mean, this is just absolutely solid. It's not going to move. And the weight of it all, of course, it's really solid coming back. And we've tried it out with me and my wife and I, just sitting down on it in a natural position, but it's actually pretty comfortable and it doesn't move around. So anyway, this part down here, now that it's got all this weight on it, it's just rock solid on the floor. So I think once I cut the carpet out and I glue that down, that's going to be just permanent and not move around at all. But anyway, we'll go ahead and lower it down. See if I can see this. The switch up there. And it comes down, of course, faster than it goes up, but it's nice and solid. And that's it. It just stops as soon as it hits the... It's got a self shut-off system. Okay, here is our first sort of temporary attempt at using the new van. I'm just on a secluded island, a place called Seisoko Island. It's off of Okinawa's main island, and just top of the mountain here, ocean view out there. So we're just trying out some stuff. We're gonna do a little bit of cooking. We're just gonna make a quick spaghetti. First time we traveled with everything. Got the fridge going and down in there, and you know, full water and everything, just so we have the weight of everything in the van fully loaded here, just to drive and see how everything's holding up. And pretty solid actually. Nothing really moved around. Everything's still hanging on the walls. Nothing fell down. I put that down just to keep it from falling from driving, because it will fall off the holder. But just enough space. It's, you know, not done yet. This is just a trial test to make sure the water's not leaking and things are just holding up after a good hour drive, and just listening for weird vibrations and things that we might need to be concerned with. But so far everything just stayed intact. Nothing moved around. and I'm just really impressed with how everything came out. So we're gonna just cook a little bit. Still a mess under there. I got tools and all kinds of stuff, but that's just, you know, it's just very dirty still on the floor, and all that will be later projects. So I have the water system in place here, which I'll come around the back, but got the 55 psi, the Seaflow 42. It's got a self siphon, and then, you know, in the outflow does really great. Got a 10 psi accumulator there just to keep a positive charge in a line. Some wine off right here. One's going to hot water, one's going to cold water to the sink, and then the hot water goes to the boiler, and the boiler then goes hot out to the sink and then to the shower, so we can have hot shower. Yeah, this is it. It's really proven to be exactly what we wanted. And I really like how the bed can fold out here, and I'll stain this and go ahead and put some epoxy on it and make this into another big tabletop as well that we can use whenever we're in here, because it's just perfect to be a table. And then like we can just move it, you know. But so it's a new way of learning a micro space, of figuring out everything we need. Yeah, so for then later I got to get a canopy for the top, but it's a little misty out today up here. Once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. As you saw in the previous clip, my wife and I took a little day trip just to test everything. We checked for vibration, weird noises, make sure nothing came loose. We broke in the oven for the first time. We cooked spaghetti, actually. It came out great. I actually took a hot shower on the top of that mountain, or the hilltop there. And we went over some really rough terrain, a lot of ruts and big rocks, and you know, some trees and really rough country there. So, you know, that's exactly why I'm building this van, is to take us to this remotest place we can find that has an epic view, and then we want to go ahead and be able to stay there and have some amenities, you know, that's way beyond just tent camping. I want to be able to sleep in a nice comfortable bed. I want to be warm. I want to be able to cook a nice gourmet meal, and I want to be able to take a hot shower and do that, like I said, in an absolute remote area, away from everyone, off-road, just out in the boondocks. And so that's the whole purpose of the van, and that was a really fun trip. We really enjoyed it. I got some more tweaks to do, of course. I'm nowhere near finished to build yet, but it's coming along. I learned some things about my water system. My one hose that goes into the water jug, it's too light and buoyant, and it was floating up, and I was losing siphon. So that was one thing I got to fix. I want to raise my water pump and accumulator up on the wall a little bit higher to allow my water jugs to store under them. That'll give me probably about 1 maybe 2 cubic feet of space extra by just doing that alone. And I'm going to go ahead and put some fleece felt on around the bed and trimming, and make things safer and softer. Some of the wood is kind of rough and sharp. Just make it safe as that goes. I got LED installed with the trimming here. That was a project yesterday. I had already previously put it into the wall back a while back now, but anyway, I got the trimming up there now. It looks really great. It's remote control. I'm really enjoying this, how I can just remote control it and just change the colors. It's just pretty awesome. So I've always wanted just in the LED in the build, because for one, it just provides just a really cool lighting, and you know, creates a nice ambiance effect. But it's super energy conservative. So, you know, other than using all these lights here, I got what I call my runway lights. These are my five in a row. You know, this stuff can start using up quite a lot of power if I have a lot of lights going on in here. But Anyway, the LEDs will just give me a nice touch without using all the other lights, and save a lot of power. But anyway, future projects coming up in future videos, finalizing the whole garage area, kind of moving stuff around and then building walls within there and storage compartments. I'm gonna have a back 100 volt outlet, USB, and a small little water hose with a bidet sprayer, just to hose off things in the back, like ice chest or something that may have sand or mud on it, and we can, before we store it underneath in the garage area there. I'm gonna build right here, you can't see, but along the door here will be some type of a cabinet. I already have these wires that y'all seen in the videos. This is USB. I'm gonna have a 100 volt outlet and the light switch for my runway lights up here. So this will be another cabinet. That'll probably be the last thing I build. But anyway, we're moving along. I'm just really pleased on how everything is turning out to be just great, and you know, things are holding up. It's not, the ceiling's not falling down, and things aren't starting to just come apart and make a bunch of noise on me. So that gives me a little bit of confidence. I guess I did it somewhat right anyway. I guess time will tell. I don't know right now if I'm going to start having stuff just collapse on me as I'm going down the road, but you know, who knows. If it is, so what, we'll just go ahead and we'll re-glue it and put some nails in it or screws next time and make it a little bit better. But for everyone that's been with me from the beginning, again, I appreciate all the support. Newcomers, thank you guys as well. I'm doing a Nissan NV350 van build. It's just my ideas. I'm not a carpenter or certified anything. It's just something that I've thought about for a long time, and now this is my idea coming to fruition. So you know, get out there. If you're thinking about it, just start it and do it and go for it. But well, we'll go ahead and end the video here. As always, I appreciate the help, support, the comments. You know, you guys just keep on keeping on out there. Take care of yourselves, and we'll go ahead and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you.